Alright guys, good morning everybody. I am actually giving a recap today to one of my trades that I did on Tesla. It's called the double bottom reversal. So the trade is you took a long at 246, went all the way up to 249.50. Below the VWAP I added more to see potentially we can actually squeeze above. It didn't, and I got stopped out. So that's one trade that I did, and it turned out to be a very nice trade. And I'm going to actually do this recap that why I took that trade live in the chat room in front of everybody, and what was my thought process. So let's watch on that.
Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and welcome to my channel.
So the trade was profitable, $4,500. So that's the pretty good trade. I took 4,000 shares on that, and that was a very, very nice trade that I would like everybody to see. So right now, Tesla on the 1 minute chart. If I go to the 5 minute chart, you see actually, let me actually bring it the 5 minute chart here, is because the 5 minute chart that we are having here, you can actually see that we have the S4. So Tesla, the opening was green. And then for about half an hour, sold off all the way up to 3% drop, 3.5% drop. And then it licked below level S4, which is our 247.36. We went below that. And that was a sign for me that, maybe there is a chance for it for a potential reversal, because it was green, sold off 3%. That's a huge sell off. And then maybe there is a chance for a quick bounce on that, taking it from this 246 level. I don't have the the support and resistance of the Carmilla pivot point on my 1 minute chart. I have it only on 5 minute chart. That's why I brought this one for everybody to see that. But regardless, so we had this level of S4, which right around 246. That's around this level. So we came below that. We already did a quick bounce from here on this level from here. So we already had this big bounce on that, and then it sold off. And then I decided to take that trade because I saw right around this area, I saw big asks are showing up. And on the level 2, big asks are a very bullish sign actually. So I was thinking that if the Tesla really wants to sell off, why the big asks are showing off? So that's why there was a case for me to take a reversal on a double bottom on that. I went long. And what happened when I went long here was that, sold off quickly, bounced back with volume. And then that doji was me for a sign of the confirmation that I added more on that. So that was a sign of a confirmation on a 1 minute chart that, okay, there is a potential for it for a bounce. And I added more heavy on that. The risk for me, the risk to reward was I put the stop loss just around 24.50, around this area. Although it quickly dropped and bounced back, I didn't get a stopped out, but after the because it was a quick bounce. But after I added, I was certain that I'm not gonna let this one go after 245.25, and that was my first R. And as you see at the first pop, at around the first risk that I did, I started partialing 10% on that, and then after that 10%. So that was my kind of a risk to reward for the first partial that I did. And let's zoom out a little bit and see what happened exactly. So as you see, just stock really price moved up through all of the moving averages, all the way up to 48 and 249, and all the way above the VWAP. And that turned out to be a very nice risk to reward trade. So if this was my risk, and then you see the risk to reward, we kind of got a 4R risk to reward, that was a very, very nice trading day. Again, very important to understand the price action. We came down, it came back up quickly with volume, and I saw that that's a sign of exhaustion, and I added more on that, and that was really nice. This consolidation was a very nice place to add on that. If I was adding another 2,000 shares, my average would have been around here, and then we had such a huge nice move on that would have been very, very nice and profitable. This move actually coincides with a bounce from the QQQ as well. So QQQ also bounced back from that area from the previous day close. So that actually helped me in the market. So if you look at the QQQ, this is exactly the same time, that had a very nice bounce that you had from 10 o'clock. So, the whole market kind of bounced back, which helped my move in this case. So another thing that happened is that we came down here, we came back up. I added a little bit more here to see if we can get a bounce, and it did drop that I got to stop that. So this ad really didn't work out because I was expecting to see if there's a potential for a squeeze above the VWAP because market was really showing the strength. Came back up. I went long again here, popped up to the VWAP. I partial first, and I was really hoping to get to 49. We didn't get into that, and then I got to stop that completely, and then that concluded my whole trading day. A lot of people ask me, Andrew, what was the sign for you to actually went long here? A lot of people ask me, what was the sign that, Andrew, you went long here? So one of the signs that I mentioned that was actually a very, very big ask that I saw. Usually when you want to see the breakout, you see huge bids showing up, but I saw a very big ask here. That big ask shows the sign of sort of a sign that, the algos and market makers are expecting the price to pop up instead of going down. And I actually have the screenshot for you on that. Let me bring the screenshot for you on that. It's on the level 2 examples. So give me 1 second. So that is the screenshot that I took. Very, very important, guys. Look at this. When I entered the trade at 246.10, I saw the asks are stacking up significant. Look at the time, 10:01, and this is my entry. This is right exactly the moment that I took the screenshot. So the asks were stacking up. So it means that even though you were expecting this to go down because you're near the low of the day, but the asks are signaling you that actually we can go up. So again, look at the timestamps at 10:01:55. And I took the screenshot again, I think after that as well. So popped up, that 246.20 got filled quickly. It just popped really fast, and we continued going up toward 246.50, and popped up. I partialed a little bit here as well. Again, as you see, 248. Here's another very, very important signal that we have. 248. See, again, the signals are telling you that the price is going to go up, and again, this would have been a very good place actually to add because you are having that signal. So 248. So look at the timestamp. Its time is very, very important to look at it in these screenshots, and then you continue going higher all the way to in this case, we went all the way up to VWAP. If you are trading the options, you can actually day trade the options as well. So this is a 245 call, and at 10 o'clock you could get an entry around here at 6, and then it went up all the way up to 8 by the time that the trade ended. So you can massive run on leverage in the options. So this is a Tesla call at 245 by the end of the day. So essentially this is the same double bottom that we were thinking. You can do it. A lot of people say that I don't have enough buying power to buy significant amount of shares on Tesla. So that's exactly what you could do. If you go a little bit out of the money, that's also the same thing. Go 250 call, which is a little bit out of the money because Tesla was trading at 245. Again, you would have get an entry around 10 o'clock at below $4 and went all the way up to $6. It's a massive run over how much is that? Over 50-60% move on that. So that was a trade that I did on Tesla. I was very, very proud of that. And then on this bounce back, a lot of people ask me, okay, Andrew, how did you get that? So again, that was the first trade with the ad, and then on this bounce we saw a huge ask showing up at 249. That's why I just jumped into the long, popped up, sold some, and it did went up a little bit, but it really didn't get filled, and then it dropped out, and I got to stop out at the break even. So sometimes you see these asks, you pop up right at it, but fail, so it comes down. So the key point here is that, guys, that not necessarily every time that you see a big ask, you have to just go long and just wait for it to continue going higher. No, you have to actually manage the risk, because in this particular case, you see this huge ask at 249. We did touch it and then sold off. Because the rest of the price action was very bearish. So risk management is extremely important. Just by seeing one indicator doesn't necessarily mean that you're really good set for life. So as you see here, the moment that I took the screenshot at 249, we touched it and then it sold off, and I got to stop out. So Tesla on a daily chart, what I see here is that there is a very serious level. If you want to come down here, I see there is a very serious level at 242. If it gets to 242, I'm going to go heavy long on that. Let's see how the market is doing. And the bottom of this gap around is 241.50. It looks like this 242, I really like to get a bounce from that level. So that was a really nice trading day. Apple, sold off the levels, and the Apple also worked really nicely. Let me see if I can show you the Apple as well. sorry, just this one, Apple. Yeah, so Apple, as you know, Apple was selling off in the last 2 days after their earning. We had this 177.46 level, which around this area, there is a really nice bounce around that area. I knew that there is a potential bounce around at 177.46. As you see, this is a very nice area that bounced back around that area on a daily chart in early June. And as you see during the price action, we got a very, very nice bounce right down to the penny to that level, 177.46 bounce back. I was actually thinking of taking that, but I was done with my day. The other trades that we did, I think Paris did an amazing trade on Apple. Let's take a look at what Paris did. This is a very nice trading Paris did. Paris shorted Apple below the VWAP, sold off, bounced back to the VWAP. Heavy ads on that as well. The Paris does really nice ads based on the order flow and time and sales, and really, really nice all the way up to that 177.40, which was my level that I was thinking of around this area. So that was a very, very nice trade that Paris did. Paris also traded Tesla, I think, as well. Let me see if I can actually find his final trade on Tesla, because he posted that somewhere. But overall, we had a very nice, amazing trading in at the open, and we were really, really nice. Let me see. AMD, actually the trade that Paris did was on AMD. So that was that's a trade that he did on AMD. It's some sort of a double bottom reversal. Popped up all the way up through the VWAP, and then on these pullbacks, Paris is very famous on adding this on these pullbacks. So overall, it was a very nice trading there. Really successful. $4,500 profit for me. That was very, very nice. And I don't think I want to do anything else. That's an updated trade that Paris did actually on AMD. So that's an updated chart. So as you see, this is some sort of a bottom here. He went long, so partial here, and this pullback he adds, and then continue partial, and then pullback he adds, and then all the way up to here, and then he got a stop out at the break even. So when you're adding on the way up, your average. So this is your entry. These are your ads. So the new average would be somewhere around here, and then you get a stop out at the break even, and that's what exactly Paris got a stop out. You bring your stop loss at the break even after. You partial out from there. So we are starting the boot camp, guys. For those of you who are watching, we are starting the boot camp in September 7th. It's going to be 11 boot camp, one of our best boot camp that we're going to expect a lot of new additions. Paris is going to give all of his course. Thor is going to give all of his modules through order flow and volume price analysis. And there is a chance for you actually to enter trading and take the profit during the bootcamp for yourself from the account that I provide for you. For anyone who was interested, we take only 30 traders, and I think we have already 15 people signing up. So there's 15 spots left. You work closely with Peter and John, Megan, Susan, and Ayman as your co-captains. So for the amount of money that you're spending, you get so much value out of it. And I hope that and a lot of people are actually taking, about 20% of the people retaking our bootcamp. That's our stat. So they see value in it and they're coming back, and we love to actually have people coming back again. Perfect. So that's our trading day. Apple, again, I really love the bounce that Apple did on 177.46 on a daily level. I think overall it was a very successful trading. If you guys liked our recap, make sure to subscribe and like our video. And if you have any questions, just leave on the comments. Ayman and I are answering to all of the comments ourselves. And if you really enjoyed that, make sure that to continue supporting our channel. I hope that we can get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the day. I know the quality of our production are low, but the content, the material that we're teaching, hopefully it's beneficial for you guys. Thanks for watching, and all the best, guys.